Welcome to a Map Business Online video presentation. Business listings are now offered through Map Business Online. You can search for business listings for use in gathering business intelligence about your competitors, or perhaps developing lists of outbound call prospects that you can give to your sales and marketing people. Map Business Online has a master toolbar, and right in the middle of it, just to the right of this little clear color coding button, just to the right is a yellow page icon with binoculars on it. And if you click that, it brings up the business listings dialog, which includes 4 categories by which to search for business listings, and then 3 intelligence categories by which to look at the sales associated with each business, the employees, and maybe the branch location scheme that they've got. So we're going to focus more on just looking for businesses. And in our scenario here, we're mostly interested, we're a business, let's pretend we're a business in Southern New Hampshire, and we provide services for businesses who have properties. So I'm interested in this general area. We click business listings. I know that I would like to search to begin with by business name for some business listings. So I'm going to clear everything I've got. You can see I've got under industry. I should have cleared that before. So under business name, I have these blank spaces where I can actually type in a business name. Like if I'm interested in convenience stores, I can type in Irving. Map Business Online tells us there's 1,864 businesses matching that name across the USA. And then if I click down here on the bottom of this right-hand panel, you can see Irving is now sitting there as the target search word. And I click count, and that shows me the 1864 across the USA. I can go into geography. So now we've got a business name in there, and I want to limit that search from the USA-wide search to a geographic search based on zip code, city, or in this case, state. I select state, put in the New Hampshire abbreviation, click validate, and now my count is down to 53 locations. If I go back to business name and I go down below, I can put in 7-Eleven, click validate again. There's 15,708 7-Elevens around the nation. And that brings our total count of Irving plus 7-Eleven to 103. So there's roughly 50 of each. So that's a way for us to look up businesses by name. And then we can click next and purchase those business listings. You'll have some credits associated with your subscription. And Map Business Online will tell you how many credits you've used up in this purchase, how many credits you have left, and what this purchase costs. Pretty simple. It'll then put blue dots on the map for all of the various businesses that you've pulled in. Very similar to what our maps look like when you import data and put it on the map. So I'm going to clear all of this. We've got under geography, we've got New Hampshire selected, and we could go into our industry lookup. So instead of typing in a specific name of an account, we can look by types of industries. So in this case, because we're interested in providing a service to places, businesses with properties, I know I want to service the cinemas, movie theaters around my area of interest. So I want to look up by some sort of a code. I have options here. I have the National Association of Industry Classifications, which is NAICS, and that provides a code that lets us look up industry types. The precursor to that was SIC code, and those codes are still good, but I generally stick with NAICS at this point in time. And I go to their website. So we go to NAICS.com, and they have a search tool, and I can type in a word like cinema, click submit, Motion picture theaters, except drive-ins, 512131. So we're going to go into 512131. So I'm using my NAICS code lookup. I've inputted my code. I click validate, and I get my count down below. There's 42 theaters in New Hampshire that I can include in my business listing poll. I can click next and go through that process. But let's clear that. And let's go back to geography and clear that. And let's approach it from another geographic perspective by placing a polygon or a circle on the map. When you click into the circle or polygon option, Map Business Online tells you to exit the dialog, go up and grab your tool for searching by circle or polygon, and then click an associated button on that polygon. So this is what happens. We exit the tool, we choose our search tool, and in this case, I'm going to choose a polygon. We create the polygon on the map. So I'm going to start up here. I'm going to go a little bit into Maine. Why don't we go to Sanford and down? And a little bit into Massachusetts, maybe down around the 495 area, and then come back up along the border of Vermont and New Hampshire. And that creates a polygon on the map. I don't need to select county, zip code, or state. We're not going to be using that function. But I do need to select my business listings button associated with the polygon through this mini toolbar. So I'll do that. Now you can see in the right panel, we don't have state selected anymore. We've got polygon selected. And if I go back to my industry classification and I use that same NAICS code I used before, 512131 for cinemas, and I click validate, my count now is, instead of 42, it's at 54. And I'm able to get that data and put it on the map. So we have done a search by business name, by industry type, and by circle or polygon using industry type, and by geography we use state, but you could use zip code. You could also use city limit. So if I looked at my sales bucket here, you can see I could actually limit my search further by maybe I only want to work with cinemas that are of a certain sales value. So I could get it, to less than, well, these are pretty high. So I don't know that this is going to change my search for cinemas. Oh, it did. So I limited my search for cinemas that are, of a certain sales volume. There you go, 7. So that's one way to approach it. You could also limit your search by number of employees. So instead of 54 cinemas, we now have 9. So let's find those 9 business listings. So we click next. Map Business Online gives you a heads up, the number of businesses credits that you're going to use up, or that you have and that you're going to use up, and the number of credits after you use those up. And then we're going to click search and plot. And then that'll be done. 7 out of 9 locations. And it gives you the listings on the map. And you can see there's a couple here that have some addressing problems. I won't color code at this point in time, but you've got your cinemas listed here. You can export that list out for use outside of Map Business Online. And there are those points on the map for business listings. Go to mapbusinessonline.com. You've got free credits with your subscription that allows you to test your business listings. Take the free trial or use your subscription to try our business listings and see if it doesn't help you with gathering business intelligence. Okay, don't need that.